Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium at altitude. Altitude that's been piloted by the likes of Young, McMahon, and Detmer, and home to the BYU Cougars. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team who is rested and ready, coming off a bye, the BYU Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, and the Mountaineers will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So BYU's offense will get the first crack at it here. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games, in big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this game.
And a really good job focusing on the catch. A lot of people get lost on their feet and trying to stay in bounds, but did a good job catching the football first and then getting that 1 foot they needed inbounds.
BYU lines up quickly. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. And he's running in the open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. BYU with the 1st and 10.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. BYU right back to the line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Pressure coming. Got him downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, BYU! One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Notre Dame escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Irish fans there today could have done without this one being so close.
Here's the handoff.
No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Oh, he was hoping for the pick 6. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10. BYU lines up quickly. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Might be looking to run. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down on the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll go to the air. Into the end zone, and he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast.
All kinds of running room. The 40. Running inside the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Still running at the 40. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get to it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Daniel. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Catch in the middle. It's Beckham. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. And that ball is picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the ground with the back. He breaks a tackle. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. The give from the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass is incomplete. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Army is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up off the canvas before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Tulsa. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. And these types of...
He tries to take the top off. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Cougar! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. Off play action. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. But they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Catches it at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. From the gun, the ground game. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Cougars with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Quick strike complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll throw on 3rd and short. He'll take a shot, and it's picked picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Speeding down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your...
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise, you can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose his cool.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try to pop the draw. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now they regain the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. They want that clock to run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They feed him again. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give to the tailback. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Handoff from the gun. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Vanderbilt. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And listen, still a ways to go. A great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The offense set for a 1st down play. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse.